So Ariel's got that going for her. Hey gang, it's Friday. It's kind of rainy outside. This is the weather we were supposed to have yesterday for the ribbon cutting, and we got lucky, and it was absolutely gorgeous yesterday. But I got something for you I'm going to show you at the end that'll make you go, well, I can deal with this weather. Okay, so I got some new stuff for you. We didn't have time to do a video yesterday, but let's flip the camera around and take a look at some new stuff. Okay, Dungeon Crawl Classics, right? So DCC is its own RPG system. You can often run these as either 5e or using the DCC system. This is the 100th module that they've made, the Music of the Spheres. This was a special Kickstarter one. So you can see we got the actual box set, and it's got a whole bunch of boards and player boards and stuff like that that comes with it as part of the bundle. So if you like DCC stuff, we've got the DCC 100 there for you. This is Leaf, and this is the Deluxe Collector's Edition, and we're going to have to open one of these up to show it to you, but it came like super wrapped in like really nice paper and everything, and I don't know, I'm going to have to get a demo out, but we really didn't want to disturb it because it looks so pretty and it's paper. Basically, Leaf is a game about lining up and collecting leaves, as you would expect, and everything is about the points and making the points connect together, and the ways that the number of points that you connect together on the various leaves is how you score points throughout the game. This is the deluxe version with the premium, super premium, nice pieces. So we're going to have to open one. I'll post some pictures later after we get the deluxe one opened up so that you can see what it really looks like, because it's absolutely gorgeous as a game. This is random. I think I forgot I ordered these forever ago. These are Godzillas from Zippermouth, and there's like 3 different models. I don't know why the whole zipper mouth thing is a trend, but you know, it is a trend. His mouth does unzipper, and then there's like a little lightning bolt that folds out of his mouth. They're just super cute, kind of plushies. It's something different. And of course, Anna already bought herself one. First in Flight. This is the brand new game from local designer Ben Rossett, and it is literally a game about trying to build and get the first flight out from, obviously you can see this is the Wright brothers at Kitty Hawk, but you're competing to be the first one to fly a plane. So we talked about it with Ben on the Red Raccoon Radio podcast a while ago, and so if you're interested in this one from a local developer, worth checking out. So got that one in. Everdell Mistwood. If you're a fan of Everdell, you knew this was coming, and it's time for some spookiness in the forest, right? Everdell is, of course, an incredibly popular worker placement game about, I don't know, I like to think of this as Mossflower or Redwall by Jacques, what was his last name? I can't think of the last name. Brian Jacques, maybe? Somebody don't know and correct me. And there's been a bunch of different expansion, and now we're adding some of the deeper, darker expansion to the game as well. So everybody who loves Mistwood is probably looking for that one. See, we've talked about Spellbook, we talked about Lore Olympus, there's Adventure Tactics. Talked about Adventure Tactics quite a bit on the podcast this week. Okay, Marvel Crisis Protocol. Oh God, can I even do this with one hand? Okay, this is the new core set box. So this, like, it's not really second edition, I guess it is. It's just a new core set box. It does have some updated and errated rules in there. We do have a group of guys that play this every Wednesday night. So if you're always, before you buy a miniatures tactics game, you want to know who's playing it, we do have a group that plays every Wednesday night, and you can just come and hang out and check out, and they'd be happy to teach you as well. But this is quite literally a skirmish game with Marvel superheroes, as you would expect from a game called Marvel Crisis Protocol. Okay, Scooby-Doo, the board game. So we had the deluxe Kickstarter version of the Scooby-Doo, the board game, which is unfortunately out everywhere. I tried to buy more, and they're like, no. We went through a ton of them. This is the retail release version of it, and the difference is the minis aren't painted. There was super awesome deluxe minis in the deluxe edition, And this one just doesn't have the minis painted. I think you also get a few less of the bad guys as well. But this is a co-op game, family friendly, and you and the gang are playing as the Mystery Incorporated, trying to stop and solve the mysteries, trying to stop the bad guys by trapping them before things get so bad and things are out of control. Oh, that's a heavy one too. Okay, Quest Kids. So we often like to look for things where we can get our youngest players involved in RPGs, and that's 100% what Quest Kids is. This is a tile-based kind of RPG game designed for younger players, 5 and up. I talked to these guys quite a bit at Gen Con. We had actually already backed their Kickstarter, and these guys at Gen Con were pretty awesome to talk to. This is the normal size version of it. There is a deluxe giant size version on its way too that got delayed, and we don't know if it's going to make it before Christmas or not. The deluxe giant size ones, each tile is the size of this box, and so it's one you play on the floor. But we got the base game, we got the big bads, and we've got the Trials of the Tolkwise, which is another storyboard thing. All the stuff from the Kickstarter bundle, we got that going on for you. Okay. The Bureau. This is another micro RPG. Jesse is a massive fan of micro RPGs, and so got another one going on here for you that, I don't know, I kind of felt a little bit like maybe this was kind of X-Files-y, but if you're into this kind of thing, then you're probably going to have an immense amount of fun reading through this one as well. Nightmare Before Christmas. I think we're coming up on the 30th anniversary of Nightmare Before Christmas, if that makes you feel old or not. This is a set collection card game. It's not even set collection. It's just a card game. Each of you plays as one of your favorite characters from the movie, and you're trying to gain as many Halloween or holiday tokens as you possibly can by playing the game. It kind of felt like I kind of got some Red Dragon Inn vibes on this one, but just using with the characters from the movie as opposed to the Red Dragon Inn characters. So because every character has their own deck and every deck's slightly different, and you're trying to execute on it as best you can. Okay, Death of Superman. HeroClix has been putting out this Iconics set where they have made models from famous scenes in comics. Some of them are from comics, some of them have been from memes, like the 3 Spider-Men pointing at each other, or Batman slapping Robin was the last one we got. And this is the Death of Superman series. And it looks like after Superman died, for those of you old enough to remember when Superman fought Doomsday, we had the appearance of 5 new Supermen afterwards, and each one of them had their own book. And there was they were all kind of crazy different. So if you know the storyline, and if you're a fan of HeroClix, you should probably check this out. We do have a great HeroClix crowd that plays every Thursday night, so you can come down to the store and check out some HeroClix with us. What else is up there? Okay, so this is an Ehance game mat, and this is different than the Chessex ones we normally carry. We got it. The big thing is the back of it is non-slip, so it will stick to your table and not slide around. The Chessex mats will roll up on you and slide around a lot, and this one is supposed to not do that, so we thought we'd give it a shot. Okay, you guys know I'm a nerd, and we've had the Slave One, we've had all the different ships and everything from the Star Wars movies, and so when they asked, do you want a Mandalorian and 1 Starfinder, I had to say yes. So we got some of these too, if you're a collector. Hello, Ken.
Hello, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm awake.
That's the best you got, huh?
My cat will be around for a while, apparently.
Okay, oh, you went to the vet this morning.
Yeah. Not personally.
Mitchell says hi.
Hi, Mitchell.
Okay, Dreadful Meadows. So Dreadful Meadows, this is a game where you are playing as kind of a spooky guy, but you're not actually a spooky guy, you're a confectioner. You're making candy, and you're growing candy in your candy fields for the holidays. So you play as one of the 4 characters, and you're laying out tiles, and how you lay out the tiles determines how you get candies, and then the different candies have different point spreads. So again, kind of another fun holiday themed one. It does have a solo mode, and it says 13 up, but you can play it with youngers on that. Most of the time when games like this say 13 up, it's because if you say, we want these for younger kids, you have to send it in for special testing from some place like UL Labs, and it's really expensive. So a lot of times the game is perfectly playable by kids, but because the pieces are small and the kids could potentially swallow something, or, if your kids are old enough to know we don't swallow board game pieces, this is probably fine for them. So, okay. I don't remember if I talked about this one or not. Basically, this is a guy who wrote an entire history of Dungeons and Dragons, the start of it, and the entire industry it created. And it talks about all the different RPGs from Dungeons and Dragons to everything like Call of Cthulhu's and all the stuff that's being put out like by places like Modifius and Free League Press and stuff like that. So, again, just going for the history of RPGs. We got this. This is the mini shark. I just love his teeth. He cracks me up every time I see him. Okay, characters and quests. So this is a new book from the Young Adventurer's Guide, but there's kind of a workbook where it wants you to basically create your own characters, your own quests, right? This whole series is designed to help get kids into RPGs and help them understand what's going on. And so it's full of charts and questions and flaws and weaknesses and all the stuff you would go through to make your own character. So if you've got younger kids that are getting into Dungeons and Dragons, this could be a good thing to help. Hey, Deborah. Good to see you on here. Oh, there's another of the Godzilla plushes. So this is like regular Godzilla versus the Electro Godzilla that we had back there. New Cats dice set. These are from Q Workshop. And it's kind of hard to see, but like the number 1 on that D4 is a yarn ball, and there's little cat paw prints and everything on them. So kind of fun. I like that it says pss, 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 pss on the bottom there. So I don't remember which one this was. Is this? Okay, this is Muffin. There's different sets for different cats. So there's like 4 or 5 different sets of these. Okay, so for those of you old enough to remember, and maybe some of you youngers, lava lamps are back, and Ehant said, well, we don't want to make a regular old lava lamp. We're going to make it a potion bottle. We had green and pink, and I think most of the green ones already got bought by staff because they were like, that's awesome, and they bought them and got them already. So we're going to have to get more green ones, but the pink one's still pretty darn cool too. So it's basically a lava lamp in the shape of a potion bottle. Pretty cool. Okay, Moon River. We got a ton of new stuff. Moon River. This is a game of, it's from Blue Orange Games, and you know what game that they make that was the most popular game we've sold from them? King Domino. This game reminds me of King Domino, but instead of having a set domino piece you use over here, you get 2 puzzle pieces and you put it together to make your own domino. That would change King Domino completely. So you're making your own dominoes as you go along to basically play what sounds like kind of a similar game. Escape from Dark Castle. This is a restock. We finally got it. People have been asking about it. Boop. Boop. This is boop. We add some spooky ghost cats in there. Bonanza Dahlias. This is exactly the game Bonanza, but if you, which is a crazy game about beans. But if you didn't want the version about beans, this one's all flowers. It's the exact same game with different art and different skin work. So if you're a fan of Bonanza, maybe you want this one to add to your collection. If you're not a fan of the game and the stupid art for the beans, which I'm not really a fan of this, but the artwork on this one's absolutely beautiful. Okay, Iron Expedition, Ironclad, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We do have there's a Halloween game coming out based on the original 1978 movie coming out too. So we got that. And then we're going to come over here because over here we've got new Digimon starter sets. We accidentally sold one of these last week before somebody went, hey, the street date's next Friday. So we got new Digimon starter decks, and we've got the Doctor Who commander sets going on here too. So the timey-wimey deck, see, this is Paradox Power. This is Doctors 12 and 13. This is the villains deck. So you got the Davos and all the Daleks and the Master and everybody else in there and the Cybermen. This is the classic Doctor set, right? So Tom Baker and his famous scarf there. And I wonder if there's a Peter David card where he's got the celery stick in his pocket. I haven't seen it yet. So, and then somewhere, where's the other deck? Did we already sell them all? We're already out of the timey-wimey deck?
We're out of timey-wimey.
Oh, that's the one I wanted. Okay, we're
more of David Tennant's area and Christopher Eccleston, which is really cool because you also
and Matt Smith. Matt Smith's Kelly Smith's favorite Doctor.
And in that set, you also get the companion aspect, which is really awesome in play.
Kat, when you get paid, your paychecks come from bow ties and fezzes because bow ties are cool and fezzes are cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
awesome.
That's our corporate name. What's that?
Fezzes are awesome.
But in the show he says fezzes are cool, and then River says no, they're not. So that's Kelly has stickers on the door to her classroom, and one side says bow ties are cool, and the other side says fezzes are cool. So that's Matt Smith is her favorite Doctor. So okay, so we're already out of the timey-wimey deck. We're gonna have to get a restock on them. I did not expect them to sell out so fast. We've only been open for not even very long. So. Ken did open a bunch of singles, so we do have singles from the new set. So if you wanted singles from the Commander set, specifically from the Collector's Edition boosters, we do have Collector's boxes, and we do have, which is the Collector's boxes right there, and we do have singles where he opened some of them up. And
I don't see them in the case.
Where did he put them?
I
watched him do it yesterday. I don't know. I don't know. I watched Ken do it. Okay, I think that's everything we've got going on. Ken said, no, we don't. Maybe he didn't open some of those. Maybe those were Ken's that he was opening. Dirty cheater, Ken.
What I'm saying is, Ken, open some, please, because we want to see the singles.
Yes. All right, well, we're going to have to rectify that situation. Okay, tomorrow, right? We just got done with the ribbon cutting. Tomorrow is Tomes of Terror. Tomorrow is the 14th, and this is an event we're doing in partnership with Bob's Bay. Elizabeth has arranged for, I think there's 10 or 11 horror novelists are going to be here in the basement. It's a free event where you can come and meet horror novelists. You can see excerpts of their books. You can get signatures from their books if you want. And I think some of them are scheduled to also be speaking at various points through the day. So Tomes of Terror, tomorrow, I think it starts at 10 a.m. This is in partnership with Bob's Bay. It's really Bob's Bay's event that we're hosting here in the store. Yeah, I think that's really the easiest way to say it. Then Sunday, Lorcana and Pokemon. Then next weekend is the Route 66 event. So we've got the big Pioneer event on Saturday with $1,000 cash prize pool. And then Sunday we've got the Pokemon Cup. It's a Pokemon Cup where you get all the points. And there's an entire booster case of Obsidian Flames in the prize pool. So that's not this weekend, but next weekend. And then Halloween's coming, guys. You got to get ready for Halloween. You know we're going to be here for Halloween. It sounds like you might not expect, because nobody expects the costumes that Basil and Grant might be wearing for trick or treating. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do for Halloween this year as well. So we also realized that we put up all the Halloween decorations we have, and this new space is so much bigger that it didn't even look like we did anything. I'm going to have to buy more Halloween stuff. And skeletons are expensive. Why are skeletons so expensive? I bought another skeleton yesterday, and he was super expensive. So we do have a ton of blow-up stuff that we're going to set outside in the street and maybe even on top of the roof for Halloween as well. So we're going to get that rigged up as well. So, okay, I think that's everything I got for you guys. I hope you have a great night and a great afternoon. The weather sucks, but if you come inside the store, it's dry in here, and we have lots of things to do while the weather sucks outside. Yeah, that's it. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.